Mike Pompeo brings an impressive resume to the role of CIA director, should he get confirmed. Graduating first in his class at the U.S. Military Academy, graduating from Harvard Law School, editing the Harvard Review. Tonight, Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge on the man who could be America's top spy.
Mike Pompeo.
The selection of Kansas Republican Mike Pompeo, a West Point grad who sits on the House Intelligence Committee, was welcomed by a former CIA director.
I was heartened. I think this is a serious man who takes these questions seriously and who studied these questions.
Pompeo's signature issues include Iran, where along with Republican Senator Tom Cotton, he exposed secret side deals in the administration's nuclear agreement. The three-term congressman also investigated the flawed 2014 intelligence on ISIS that painted a rosy picture of administration progress when the terror group was expanding its footprint in Iraq and Syria. At a hearing Thursday, Pompeo expressed outrage that no one has lost their job for putting lives at risk.
I have to tell you that the American people, our soldiers and sailors, airmen and Marines, deserve not to wait 2 years to hold accountable folks who put bad information in the field.
Described as a national security hawk, Pompeo sat on the Benghazi Select Committee that investigated the 2012 terrorist attack that killed 4 Americans. He chastised Hillary Clinton and her State Department team for ignoring the rising terrorist threat in Libya because it did not fit the administration's political narrative. And on the failure to launch a rescue during the attack.
I find it morally reprehensible and behavior that if it was your son or your daughter or one of your family members or friends who were on the ground that night and you watched the actions in Washington, D.C., you'd have every right to be disgusted.
The senior Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee praised Pompeo as smart and open-minded, but voiced reservations.
Mike is going to have to set aside that very partisan role that he can play, has played at times in the Congress, and certainly did play on the Benghazi Committee. I'm confident he can do that, and we're going to rely on him to do that because the job of CIA director has to be strictly nonpartisan.
Pompeo favors leaving the Guantanamo detention camps open, getting back into the controversial business of interrogating terror suspects, and he supports NSA collection programs. In a statement, the ACLU said his, quote, positions on bulk surveillance and Guantanamo Bay also raise serious civil liberties concerns about privacy and due process.
If confirmed by the full Senate, Pompeo will lead an agency of 21,000 employees spread across the globe with a budget of $15 billion. Former CIA officers tell Fox News the priority for the next director is rebuilding the agency's human spying capabilities. Brett.
Catherine, thank you.